Dr. Zaato, I think it's important that we place this conversation in its proper context or perspective. Help me understand how a Ghanaian who is being prosecuted by the Office of the Special Prosecutor then says that, okay, whilst we even delve into the substantive issue as to whether I'm guilty or innocent, I want to go to the court and test whether indeed you, this office, okay, have the powers or the authority to prosecute me as given by the Attorney General's office. That's a Ghanaian. An individual has a right to go to court. Okay. Now, help me understand how this right, which has been exercised by a Ghanaian, how does that mean that the state intends to weaken another state institution? I'm trying to get the next.
No. I just say state by actions and inactions. I've said if you go back, that's what I'm saying. That let's not ignore the history of attempts to even completely close the office by the majority in Parliament.
How does it come in?
No, it comes in because all these attempts. We've all said that if you take this power, it remains a husk.
Right.
It doesn't. It is of no use. The same thing would have happened if the bill had been passed in Parliament. Both of them would have rendered it into it ceased to exist. So that's what I'm saying. That when you see that, and that is what Transparency International those were the things they read, and that was the conclusion they came to, and that affected our standing. So you see, I'm drawing a link here, but I'm saying right now, look, how do we make sure? And I'm saying who benefits from these things? The people that are being investigated, the same people that we think that they are doing corruption. If this multi-million dollars, if no cities, is recouped, the states get better. It also serves as a warrant or a warning to people who intend to be. A powerful OSP is a threat to those in power. Let's put it that, because our corruption targets public office holders.
Yeah, but nothing stops the OSP from proceeding to do what they want to do.
And then do what? Then go back to the same Attorney General. So we are going back to what we're saying. But then, if somebody gives it, the person can take it back.
Yeah, but whose fault is it?
Good. Policymakers. I would say policymakers. Yes. Good. Now, so again, then let the same policymakers find a solution. I want to go back to the third point. Today. Then I think what we should do is this. Why can't the Attorney General or the OSP write to the Attorney General and say get a license and then start these prosecutions? The OSP feels that if they do that, the idea of neutrality is compromised.
I agree.
The idea today, and now support that, because if the central idea is that let's move away from politicians, let's get somebody neutral, how do they fix it? I believe that there is a way to make sure that even if it means dangling with, look, I will not move away from it. If it means dealing with that entrenched clause, even if it means it is a referendum, because that is when something we then got to test whether Ghanaians are really resolved to fighting corruption. The government can and should lead this. Even if it means saying that, look, we have a stumbling because there's a consensus. CSOs, media, independent organizations. Let me say government and opposition, we all agree that office is important and critical. If there is that consensus, what prevents the government from saying, okay, if Article 88 is the stumbling block, let's tackle it. What's the name? Let's do it. It doesn't matter what it will take. If it's a referendum, it also shows a counter result against something. We will not do that because, you see, so now we conflate the office with the office holder. And right now, we are conflating the office with Kisi Ajabeng. And there's so much vitriol against Kisi Ajabeng, so much so that people are not prepared to look beyond Kisi Ajabeng to make the office work better.